is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a slightly different type of content than my usual. For those of you who do not follow me over there on X, you may have missed the announcement. So while we're in this news and announcements portion of this video, let me just get it out there. Basically, I hit Mythic very early, second day of the season, at number 17 with 73.4 something % win rate, and I decided to finally, there's a bunch of factors that led me to this decision, namely, waiting for rotation, bored with the format, no new standard set until Bloomburrow, scraping the bottom of the barrel, sort of everything's been done already. So even though rotation proof brews are fun to do, they're not going to keep me in the top mythic until the end of the month. So the plan here is twofold. I'm going to be doing some research whilst at the same time trying my best to accrue some of these tokens, these play-in tokens. So the research is, I haven't touched the ladder. I got into Mythic, and then I did not play a single game in Mythic since I hit it. At 17, it is now the 11th as I'm recording this, so a little over a week and a couple of days since I hit 17 without playing on the ladder, and now I'm at 866. So I've lost like 840 something positions in a little over a week with no playing. The plan here is to only play standard events and other formats that do not touch the best of one ranked ladder until closer towards the end of the season, at which point I will push hard. I'm going to try and stay in the top 1000 or whatever the requirement is, to get some of those play-in points or directly the invitation. So there'll be some content around that when I actually make my push. I'll probably just do it with some of the stinky meta decks that got me here in the first place, of course. And then, so if there's any other content other than that, it's going to be like the content that I'm proposing tonight, which is going to be me playing in some of these standard events. And there, I get to flex my jank a little bit, or continue doing rotation proof stuff. I have always got enough wins out of my standard ladder event runs that I can they pay for themselves, so it's not costing me anything, and I've been having a lot of fun with it off camera. So that's it as far as news and announcements. I hope you'll all stay tuned for the early access and spoiler seasons for Bloomburrow, but between now and then, you're going to be getting what I've just mentioned. So, for tonight, we're playing some rotation-proof Boros Convoke on the standard event ladder. And I'm not going to be doing any of these videos with events like from zero. It just takes too long. So this one, I've arrived at a position where I've got 5 wins and I've got 0 losses still, so good probability that we'll get the whole way. As far as the rotation proofness, this deck is one of the ones that loses the least things. There's the 1 mana red vampire, is it the Connoisseur? Foldarin Epicure, the Foldarin Epicure, that makes a blood token. I've just, done away with that and brought in the full play set of the Frontliner as an alternative target for the Gleeful Demolition, and we also have 2 copies of Anim Pakal that makes little gnome tokens that you can Gleeful Demolition away. Otherwise, the deck is pretty much the cookie cutter. I've brought in some Get Lost, which not everybody has in the main in best of 1, but it's pretty good against the, temporary lockdown whilst the trigger's on the stack. And then we can just try and go for the alternate win con of the Warleader's Call. My last kind of question mark is, how many of these do you run? I can't edit the deck now that I've submitted the deck for the event, but maybe 2 is enough, and that gives space for, I don't know, 1 more Evangelist, or the full playset of the Recruiter probably is, I don't know. I just wanted to, it's obviously working well as we are 5-0 with it on this event, but yeah, just some slightly different sort of the way I like to play it, tweaks to a list that everybody knows at this point, so I don't need to go into too much detail. Case of the Gateway Express is just insane for this deck. Like, absolutely ridiculous card. I haven't actually gotten to play any Convoke since my very first, Boros Convoke video when Warleader's Call dropped and it became a real thing. It was already close, but yeah, it really just popped off at that point. And I haven't gotten to play it since, and now I've always been on the receiving end and rolling my eyes and complaining about it. So I guess it's nice with this change up of content during this little break that I'm having to get to play some of the decks that honestly I actually really like. It's just so disgustingly good that I've hated being on the receiving end. I don't know about this hand though. I'm gonna keep it because I'm 5 wins, but no target for Gleeful Demolition. Okay, and it's a mirror, which there have been many of, trust me. Yeah. I think we've lost this one, quite clearly. Streamer's Curse, everybody. I go 5-0, hit record, and I go 0-3 on camera. That I wouldn't be surprised. Here comes the guy. Okay, I think we just scoop this one up. Move to the next one. There's just literally nothing we can do with a hand like this, or in general. Like when we're this far behind in the mirror. I really don't see it. He would have hit an Imodane's Recruiter now, and that would have just been the end of it. Those of you with sharp eyes may have noticed the deck box. There's a one of, what's it called? Burn down the city or something like that, or cities on fire. It's another one of the Convoke cards that triples damage. I've been looking at that card again for other reasons. I'm thinking like, how do we cheat this out and then do something silly with it? I'm thinking even that new card that has, what's it called? Discover, the Cage something from the Big Score set. Okay, I mean, we can hold the Mirrex to play a Warleader's Call. We can go turn 1. Yotian Frontliner. Oh god, mono red. No! I knew it. 0-3 on camera as soon as you hit record. Okay, that's a better, like, one drop than the Frontliner. Okay. Sweet. Maybe he also has the Monstrous Rage, but regardless. Let's try not to die immediately. All in, huh? I can see why. Okay. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. Oh! Hello. Do we kill dude or other dude? Okay. That's fine, honestly. don't know if that was... I mean, what? If he gets nothing in hand, and he just attacks with everything, and we block the Godric, we take 3... You know, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Absolutely cool. I mean, could have been better, but... We can Demolition Field his guy. I mean, it's just any top deck like that, you know, a monstrous rage and we lose. A play with fire and we lose. Freaking mono red. I'm surprised we've survived this long, honestly. Oh! Wow. Okay. Still want to make a Mirrex token, or let's see what we hit here. Okay. Yes, please. That's a flyer, most importantly. One, two, three, four, 5 blockers. Should be more than enough. Holy cannoli! And if he top stacks a lightning strike now or a shock, you know, just whatevs. Oh, you stinky little bugger. Nice. Close. It was so close. I don't know if there was another way out of that, like maybe it be more aggressive, but with such low life, there's not much you can do. Ah! No. Oh, I beat 3 mono reds to get to that 5-0. I was really hoping not to need to run into another. I mean, the ladder is... I mean, the standard events, it's even worse than the actual ladder. Because everyone just wants the easy wins. So it's like mono red, mono red, mono red, mono red. Hasn't been this bad in a while, man. Like, last time I remember it being this annoying was, you know, Torbran. Fucking... What was the name of the card? The hammer. Embercleave. Torbran. And Bone Crusher Giant. Oh my god, that was gross. Green. Green, red. Okay. Up the beanstalk's a bit weird, unless it's just domain. Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be the call, because we have so many good ways to trigger it. Oh no. Oh dear. Do we just have to kill that, like, right now? Right, so it's the Jand Analyst deck. with Pitiless, what's it called? Something Pitiless something. It's one of the black plot cards with 4 mana. Ha! You lost your Sunfall there, didn't ya? Oh, right. So boring. Alright, so I guess plan B it is. We can go Shkidonic. Ugh. What a whip-tastic whip. So one more land, we can go Warleader's Call into Reinforcements. And not wait. This whole deck just disappears. Like, just bye. Unless they, like, you know, there has to be another land like this in Bloomburrow. Hopefully it doesn't gain life as well. You know, something that you sack and then brings another one from your library, so you get the double, you know, landfall triggers on this. Otherwise it just becomes a bit useless. Of course he had another one. Goes without saying. I would play your other one. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Top Deck City. Can't even freaking do the thing. Well, I mean, you can. You don't have enough mana to do it now on Bloxies. Got him. Woo! These analyst decks are just gonna be bye. I think there's still a place. It's gonna be deserts, but it's not as broken, and Nissa isn't part of that. Because you won't be getting the again, like I said, unless we get another type of land that does a sack, and you know, so it's 2 landfall triggers to help find the analyst. It's just another like ridiculously broken thing about that deck. You know, it's like they always find the analyst because it's the only other druid, and I think there's a one of Shigeki, which is also happens to be a druid. Like those are the times when you can really tell like the long distance scope of the set making and stuff, where the creature types don't seem to matter at first and then later. I can't wait to be in this, you know, brave new world of sets designed with the new rotation in mind. Not red, but not terrible. Because we can hope to draw a red, and then we're actually really good. So, fingers crossed. This is our win and in, so to speak. So maybe I could have mulliganed that a bit better, but we're on the play. This deck is very forgiving. It's so broken. And like, as long as you have like a way to get your Knight-Errant down and... Wow, that was an annoying pet noise. That little... Oh no. Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. There's our red source, so boo. I think we probably just flash this in right now, because there's probably counter magic in the Azorius version of soldiers. Okay. It's a little bit annoying because I really wanted to play the Warleader's Call, but it's also okay, because we're just gonna convoke a Knight-Errant now. Pity. But again, maybe we can play it like later as an Anthem pre-combat. It's also not bad. Ah, it's not a terrible top deck, actually. But this is just better. No, no Imodane Recruiter. There's only 3 in the deck. I think we need to change that. Maybe we're cutting one Warleader's Paw. Maybe 2 is the go. Opponent, are you there, bro? I guess we have our first salty roper of the night over here, ladies and gents. Did not find your 3rd land, did ya? Aw. That sucks. So, what are we gonna do here? Probably just another one of you. And swing. Oh, someone's actually there. Cool, cool, cool. Make me another birdie. Would love another birdie. That makes all my flyers, like, next turn, when if I get to attack with this Evangelist. These are all going to be 2s. What a card. Like, this is going to be great in mono-white aggro moving forward after, like, rotation. I'm glad it's not a human, so that sort of, like, little mono-white thing is gone. Okay. Dewey Gleeful Demolition, his Skrelv. Can't wait to never see Talia again. MG. I still can't believe that, like, Orzhov vampire aggro isn't a thing. Like, there has to be a way to make that work. Like, 4 Evangelists, 4 of the, what's his name? The one that does... It's a 2/4 with Death Touch. Vampire Cleric, I think, as well. And then there's a new vampire that, like, kills any permanent when it ETBs type of thing. Really cool. Yeah, please give me another bat. Down to 1. I think we finally got it, guys. Those 2 losses there in the middle got me worried, but a little bit of luck never hurt nobody. There's just no way you can win. It's just not enough flying blockers, I'm afraid. My dear fellow, Brutal Cathar, whatever, I don't care. Just do your thing. But make it quick. I've got some editing to get to, my dear fellow. So 7 and 2 for rotation-proof Boros Convoke means this deck is going absolutely nowhere, and who knows, it might even get some upgrades from OMG from Bloomburrow. That would be pretty interesting to see though, like, because it's like all little animals and stuff. Like, I don't really think there'll be much that's gonna immediately go into Convoke, but there is a version of Convoke that uses the bunny corn. Is that what are the creature types? Is it like a unicorn rabbit or something? I'm really looking forward to mice and potentially rats, like, actually being playable, like rotation hits. There's that sweet-ass red 4-drop that it's like a goblin that makes rats. The sweet-ass. That is just a thing of beauty. Ooh! Yeah, like, Azorius soldiers just disappeared, even though there's like they got no more lies. Like, I still think Protecting Negotiator, this is better, generally speaking, for the deck. So like, it just didn't really, nothing happened to upgrade it, and it just fell off the thing. But 7 wins, baby. Got myself a little playing point. 3 packs, 500 gems. Hell yeah. Look at that. Now we got enough gold, or gems, sorry, to resubmit and get another one going. So that is going to be it for this particular video, guys. The deck still freaking slaps. I think probably what I learned tonight is, yes, the full playset, one less Warleader's call. I would say that's probably the best way to go about it. It's just Anim Pakal becomes worse with less Warleader's calls. I don't know. I'm still working it out. Maybe also cut one more land. 22 seems okay with the, you know, the fact that we're always just convoking the Knight-Errant. So we're only really topping out at 3 mana. There's the adventure side of the recruiter once every now and again. But as you can see, like, the fact that the Epicure rotates really doesn't do much. Like, woohoo, just bring in the Frontliner. And I'm sure, like, there's people that are gonna let me know that there's other things that I missed that could also be really good. Also, I've been thinking about, you know, maybe sneaky one of Pixie or 2 of to, like, reset your flash stuff, your ETB trigger guys, you know, Sanguine Evangelist, your case, whatever the thing might be. And then it gets bigger, and another little flyer. It's actually a really good little card. I'm going to be playtesting with this off camera as I stop recording. I'm thinking maybe even Orzhov. I've seen some people doing some nasty stuff with that. Like little black discard enchantment thingy majig that I can never find. You know the one I mean? Where are you? Anyway. Lots to still, like, tinker with off ladder and off camera, just to keep the month entertaining. So if anything kind of comes up that's nice, I'll make another little video like this one. So stay tuned. But as that is going to be it for this one, thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be seeing you all in the next one with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.